friends, it's Maria. I've got a few layouts to show you this week. Not too many, but enough. Well, actually, I think it's quite a few, maybe 7 or 8 that I've done since my last video. I've just finished this one. The enamel dots still need to dry, and I've had lots of fun actually. It was really fast to make. Just punched these circles with a little punch and just glued them straight, and so as you can see it's very simple, but I really like how it's turned out, and I'm finding lately that I like to keep layouts quite simple, so it works for me. So this is one that I've just finished right now. It is Sunday afternoon, by the way. This is another one I found inspiration on Pinterest. It was a very simple layout on Pinterest. It was like a pretty monochromatic actually. It was just like a white background with grey paper and a black and white photo actually, with like some stamping there, but it was basically this same format with the 2 stripes here and the photo in the middle. I added that because I didn't quite like the gap. But I've left it very simple and I like it. The next one, again very simple. I did go a bit crazy with the black splatters. I didn't mean to make them this big, and once that happened I had to go a bit crazy on that side as well. This is not stitched, it's just glued on. I don't know if you can see it, but I just glued it on, and I quite like how it looks. Next one, this one I really like it. I know it's very simple, doesn't have much, but I really like the photo, and I just stamped with this big Stampin' Up letter stamp. It's one of my favorite tools actually. I'm finding using it a lot lately, and so I stamped some like sentences basically, not just toes, my favorite snack, and yeah, it's quite funny. I quite like it, and I use brads as well. I've been using old stash from a long time ago, and I still have a few brads left over from when I used to make cards, so yeah, I've been using those as well. A little mixed media one with lots of layers. I hate that, don't know if you can appreciate it in here, but when I was splattering the some teal coloured watercolour, it went all over the page when I wanted to keep it in this side, but somehow it just went all over. So I think I need to find a better technique of splattering. I think because I think what I did was hit the brush with a pen or something like that, and I think that's what made it get all over the place. So I need to find a different technique. I'm not happy that it's splattered all over there, but overall I really like this layout. I like the colors. Next one, it's a Christmassy one. There's glitter all over the place because these butterflies were brown cards, like chipboard, so I painted them and then glued some glitter on it, and as you can see the glitter is, well actually I don't know if you can see, but it's getting everywhere, the glitter, and yeah, I may have to clean it before I put it in an album, give it a little shake. But yeah, I used this thickest that I've had for a long time, and it's very difficult for me to use and find a use for very glittery thickers, unless it's like a Christmassy layout or something like that, or like a party one. But yeah, I really like how this one turned out. Next one, again I used a square punch for this one, and I don't know if you can see it, but I stitched around the squares, and I don't have a sewing machine, but I wanted to have like a sewing machine feel to the stitching, because when I've done stitching before, what I normally do is I use my ruler and then I punch the holes at a certain amount of spacing, so probably 1 centimeter, and it's always like neat. But for this one I wanted to have like the feel of a sewing machine, so I just went by hand, making the holes first with a small needle and then sewing with a very small thread rather than embroidery thread, which is what I normally use. This time I used normal sewing machine thread, if that's what it's called, and I quite like it. Was hard work actually, because the spacing between the holes is very small, so it was a lot of sewing, but I really like how it turned out. Another one. So this one, very simple one about my cat. The leaf simply this is a technique I've used a couple of times now. I think the thickers were originally either black or brown, or I can't remember what color they were now, but they were a dark color, and I did a layer of gesso, then a layer of white what's it called, paint I suppose, and then some glossy accents on top, and unfortunately it's a bit not as white as this, but I'm happy with it. I really like it mimics a bit more the color in the photo. Actually, it's a bit off-white rather than so white, but I really like it. And yeah, I left it very simple. There's no date or journaling or anything like that. I think it's just quite cute. And the last one, it's very simple again. I left it colorful, and I wanted to use these 3 stickers that I had left over from a sheet of embellishment stickers, so that was my opportunity to use up an old sheet. And yeah, again, very simple. I just used cardstock, then colored paper as well, matching the same colors and the stickers, and yeah, I left it like that, and I quite like it. I added a few dots and hearts and things, and so yeah, quite like it. So that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed looking at my layouts. I'm going to a retreat in Bracknell next month, and I'm really looking forward to it, so I may not do a lot of scrapbooking in the build up to the retreat, because I need to print photos and think about what I'm going to be creating. We have a few clues on what the challenges are going to be, so I may work around that and start thinking what I'm going to pack, because I can't take everything with me. I've tried doing that in the past, and yeah, you do get a decent amount of space on the table, but there isn't that much space as I have here obviously in my house, so I need to be conscious of what I take. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you at the end of next month after the retreat. Cheers, bye.